Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So today is day 4 and we are doing books I want to reread. So I have a few books I want to reread. I have 12 on my list, so I have one to reread every single month, even though I do want to reread more because I do have one that I really want to that are not on this list. But I didn't feel like I already have the first book on this list, so yeah. So the first one is, obviously, I'll just show pictures because I am like all over the place if I'm holding up a book and no one will be able to see what it is. The first book is House of Earth and Blood. And you know, by Sarah J. Maas, you know that I love this book. And yeah, I love this book. So this is the first book in the Crescent City series. Don't know how many there will be. And I loved it, if you know. So we are following Bryce, and basically her best friend put this guy in prison, and basically he comes out, and a few years later Bryce must find out who is behind all these gruesome murders and all thing, and she is assigned a bodyguard, and he is a fallen angel called Hunt. And that is all I'm going to say. Go into this pretty blank. It's really good, but it's really long. It's like 800 pages. So the first like one-third is a little slow, but I mean I flew through it. So the next book is My Dark Vanessa. And this is a horrible book, but I enjoyed it in a weird way. I mean, it feels very weird to say that I love this book because it's basically set in two timelines where this girl named Vanessa, she basically she is like 30 something, and in the like now, and her ex-teacher is now accused of like rape and grooming young girls, and basically she is one of these girls, but she is denying it. So she was 15 so when this happened. So yeah, it is gruesome, to be honest. I felt so sorry for this girl, but I do want to reread it, and yeah, because I really did like it. And okay, that just sounds weird. I don't know how I'm going to say that I like this book, because it's yeah, I don't know how to say it. Okay, the next book is Outlander. So this is a long book as well. Yeah, basically we are following Claire, and she is on her honeymoon with her husband, of course, in Scotland. And basically she goes to kind of see these outside witches, not that though, but people do this ritual at this rock formation. And basically she goes back and touches the stone, and she is transferred back to like 18 something, the 1800s. There she meets Jamie, and basically to not get in the hands of the Englishman, she has to marry him. It's so good. And I read this in kind of a hurry last time. So I want to read this. I also want to reread the next book is Dragonfly in Amber. Amber in Dragonfly, Dragonfly in Amber. Something in those lines. I do want to reread those, but I only have Outlander here. I gave it 4 star last time, but I think it might be a 5 star. I just need to reread it to actually take some time with it, you know. The next book I want to read is the Gilded Wolves. I read this last year, I want to say. And the reason I want to reread it is because I have book number 2. Gilded Wolves. It is a heist. That is all I actually do remember from this book. Some people say it's confusing. I liked it. So yeah. The next is The Wall of Winnipeg and Me. I need to reread this book because it was so good. So, you know, basically we are following Vanessa, and she's the personal assistant of Aiden, or the Wall of Winnipeg. And basically she has had enough, so she quits from the job, and basically it doesn't take long before he comes crawling and wants her back. And not as a personal assistant. So this is 600 pages of pain. It's a slow burn. And you know, just yes. The next book, I have reread this in like 3 years in a row. And it's Kiss of the Royal. I apparently do love this book. We are following, I don't remember her name again. Ivy, there you have it. Princess Ivy, and basically in this world, princesses kisses princess to give them power to slay these different types of, I almost said animals, like goblins, and yeah. But when Ivy's prince dies, she needs a new one because she's going out on a quest, and then Zack comes in, and basically they can't agree on anything. They can't even like agree on if the kiss is helpful or not. So I really like it, so I want to reread it again, apparently. The next is Birthday Girl. This is a forbidden romance. We are following I think it's Jordan. And basically, her boyfriend, basically they need to move in with her boyfriend's father. And it's basically a romance between Jordan and her boyfriend's father. That is when I say it like this, it's really weird, but if you have read this book, you kind of know why it might be a little forbidden, but you kind of see when you have read it that it's not that weird. Next is Silver in the Wood. I don't remember what it's about. I know it's about a guy in the forest. But I read this, and I don't remember much from it, but I was a little confused, and I do want to read it just a little slower, and maybe I actually figure out everything. The next is the Bromance Book Club. This I just loved when I read it this year. Basically, we are following this guy that I don't remember the name of for the moment. And basically, his wife has been faking the big O for as long as they have been married. And he had had enough, and he just explodes. So, basically, when the wife wants a divorce, he figures out that I don't want this, so he is trying to win them back. And that is with the help of The other, like, he's a sports guy, I don't remember what. And basically, they have a romance, they read romances together, so it's just like, it's super funny. The next is the On Honeymooners. I also read this, like, in 2019, let's say it like that. No, 2020. We are in 2020. Good job. And basically, we are following two sisters. One of them is very lucky, and she's the one who is getting married. And then her sister, who is, I almost said, unlucky. And basically, the let's call her the unlucky sister. She and the groom's brother, they don't get along, they hate each other. And basically, those two are the only one who is not getting food poisoning from the wedding, so they two must pretend to be their siblings and go on their honeymoon. Super funny, loved it, I need to reread it. And then we have The Hunger Games. I mean, of course, we need to reread The Hunger Games. I reread it every single year and watch the movies. Which is, I almost said, like, must be a tradition or something. I mean, everyone knows what The Hunger Games is about, right? Then we have Strange the Dreamer. I want to reread this just because I want to read the second book. So, we are following Laszlo, and basically, he is dreaming of this city called Weep, and no one knows if it even exists, but then some warriors from there comes, and he is also one of the ones who is brought over there, and you figure a lot of things out. So, those are the 12 rereads that I have written down that I want to read, but I do want to reread more, but I had to add 12 to just get a beginning. But that was it for this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, if you want to follow me at any of my social media, all the links are down in the description, and I will see you next time. Bye!